Hey guys, Rolando Rodriguez here with xgains.com, where we got workouts that work, eats to satisfy, and everything else you need to reach your lifestyle goals. So today I want to make a quick little video on how to calculate your macros specifically for a low carb, high-fat ketosis approach to eating. I've done a number of videos on how to calculate your macros for different approaches before. I'll have the link down below, but this one specifically for ketosis, low-carb, high-fat, since we're doing the monthly challenge, the keto challenge this month. The first thing you need to do before even calculating your macronutrients is, one, you got to know what the macronutrients are, which are carbs, proteins, and fats. Every gram of carb and protein have 4 calories. So a gram of carbs has 4 calories, a gram of protein has 4 calories, and a gram of fat has 9 calories per gram. So we're talking double the amount of energy in 1 gram of fat when compared to 1 gram of carb or protein, which both have 4 calories. 2, you need to know what your baseline caloric intake is, assuming that you're currently maintaining weight. So if you are at a steady weight, you need to calculate and know how many calories you're intaking on a weekly basis. If you don't know already, go ahead and track your calorie intake for an entire week, figure out what that number is, and then figure out what you want to do. If you want to gain weight, you need to add anywhere from 100 to 200 calories a day to that total baseline number of your maintenance caloric intake number. So let's say, for example, it's 2,000. If it's 2,000 calories, you try to eat anywhere from 2,100 to 2,200 calories a day if you're trying to go for a clean bulk. If you want to do a little dirtier bulk, you go a little higher in your caloric intake. If you're trying to lose weight, what you want to do is reduce your daily caloric baseline maintenance caloric intake by 250 to 500 calories a day if you're being aggressive. So depending on how aggressive you want to be, that's the decision you make. Once you know the number, let's say, for example, that your baseline maintenance total caloric intake is 2,250 calories, okay? Well then, let's say you want to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, you're going to reduce that total caloric intake by 250 calories a day. So 2,250 minus 250, your new daily caloric intake goal is 2,000 calories a day. Now, if you're trying to do low carb, high fat, or the ketosis approach, trying to get into ketosis, the whole idea is to burn through your glycogen stores, the sugars, the carbs that are in your body, so that you can start burning the fat that you have on your body as fuel. To do that, you need to reduce the number of carbs that you're intaking on a daily basis. So for most people, the number is 50 grams or less a day, puts them in ketosis in about a week to 2 weeks time. If you have a lot of weight to lose, like over 100 pounds to lose, maybe you want to start off at 100 grams of carbs a day. But if you start off at 100 grams of carbs and you feel fine that first week, try to lower it down to 75. Do that for a week and you feel good, lower it down to 50. Some people have to go as low as 30 grams per day to actually get into ketosis, but let's assume that you're going for 50 grams a day. Now, if we know that we want to hit 50 grams or less a day of carbs, how many calories from carbs is that? Well, 50 grams of carbs times 4 calories per carb is 200 calories. So 50 grams of carbs equals 200 calories of carbs. Okay, we know that number. Next step is to look at protein. In terms of protein, what you want to do is hit anywhere from 60 to 75% of your body weight in pounds. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you're going to eat either 75 grams of protein a day or 60, between 75 and 60, because 75% of 100 pounds is 75. And we're trying to eat 75 or 60% of our total body weight in pounds in grams of protein per day. Now, you don't want to eat more protein than 75% of your total body weight, because protein can be turned into energy and kick you out of ketosis. So that's why you want to keep the number down. That's actually one of the issues that the Atkins diet had, that it allowed people to eat too much protein. On this ketogenic diet, and I'll talk more about this later, it's not all you can eat anything, okay? So If we know we want 75% of our body weight and we weigh 100 pounds, that means we're going to eat 75 grams of protein a day. Well, 1 gram of protein has 4 calories. So we're eating 75 grams of protein. We're going to times that by 4 calories. It's going to give us 300 calories from protein that we're going to eat on a daily basis. Now we are left with 1,500 calories a day. And all those calories need to come from fat. So now we know how many calories we need to eat from fat. We know that each gram of fat has 9 calories. So we're going to take the 1,500 calories that we have remaining of our 2,000, and we're going to divide that 1,500 number by 9. So 1,500 divided by 9 is, I don't know, about 160 grams, more or less, of fat that we need to intake on a daily basis. So now we have our numbers. We have 50 grams of carbs, which we know are 200 calories. We have our 75 grams of protein, which we know are 300 calories. And we have our 160 more or less grams of fat that we need to intake that we know are 1,500 calories. So that's what you would do. You would eat 50 grams of carbs, 75 grams of protein, and 160 more or less grams of fat. So remember, step 1 is to figure out what your current maintenance caloric intake is, meaning how many calories you eat when you're at a steady weight. 2, you need to figure out if you want to gain weight, maintain weight, or lose weight. And then 3, you need to calculate your macros accordingly. What I want you to know, and something that's very important for the keto, low carb, high fat approach of eating, is if you don't want to cut your calories at the beginning, because this diet is pretty hard, this eating approach is pretty difficult for the first week or so, hit your total caloric intake for your maintenance number. So don't reduce your calorie intake at all. And you could see some weight loss. You could certainly see some fat loss without even dropping your caloric intake. And I would suggest if you have a lot of weight to lose, maybe 80 pounds or more, you might start with that approach and see if you can't get that weight loss train going before you start to reduce your caloric intake even more. That's it for now. This is Rolando Rodriguez with xgains.com. Let me know if you got any questions or comments down below. The website again is x-, that's the symbol, not the word, gains.com. And I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Peace.